Alright guys, quick explanation of what's happened and what's been going on. When you're looking at a 954 airbox, and this will be helpful for anybody that has a 954, I guess. This sits, of course, on top of the engine. On top of the throttle body is where it's supposed to be. Once you take your screws out of your airbox lid, take all your, you got a bunch of sensors to unplug, but once you have your lid off, you got your air filter, which, it might be time to replace mine. So once that's off, you have air inlets, velocity stacks, air inlets, whatever you want to call them. Maybe an overhead view might work. You can see two here, two here, two. You get your 6 screws. This is what makes it so hard, is once those strip out, you can't get a Dremel in here to slot them. Because usually you can just, slot a screw out and use a flathead. That makes, life a little easier to get stuff out. What ended up happening was I had 3 of the screws, or 3 of the cap screws actually stripped out on me. Just the heads, they're Phillips. For some god-awful reason, they decided Phillips was the way to go. And I went to go drill them out, which usually will end up melting these, which, as you can see, I didn't melt them. I'm quite surprised. One of the most helpful things you can have, I don't know where mine went, is a magnet to actually attract all the little metal flakes. And then you can see I've got towels down in, and I've already swept over these with a magnet, pulled them out and switched them. This is out now, the parts are ordered. I don't know when they're going to be here. Since they are very, very specific parts, I went to a few different places looking to see if I could possibly use, I guess, a different part. Not going to happen, apparently. So I'm stuck now waiting for 6 screws to come in. So why am I doing all this? Josh R, I don't want to say his last name just because, I don't know. Just because the CCT adjustment video is what I was after making when I started this. Well, on the 954, your CCT is a dick to get to, because that right there, that one little bolt, is the CCT. It essentially, for adjusting it, all it involves, if I can slide some of this out of the way, is loosening that nut right there, and that's your set nut to where you can screw it in and out. You loosen that up, you can turn it in, turn it out. I'm not going to go through the whole process right now, because I actually do need to do this. I have a little bit of a weird ticky rattle. It doesn't sound like a CCT rattle, but I'm going to adjust it anyway, because pretty much do it by time. Now, the suggestion is to pull your spark plugs. Not that hard. You actually just, yank your... Basically, you unplug your 4 spark plugs. You can pull your coils out and then take your spark plugs out. I would recommend doing that for your CCT. You can overcome the compression. It's not that high of a compression ratio to where it's extraordinarily difficult. But the hard part is actually getting a wrench or anything else into here. So that actually, my recommendation is to actually disconnect this harness, which everything for it is right here and then right here. If you disconnect that, pull it all back out of the way, it's easier. So, it's kind of I guess a prelude to the actual adjustment video. It's been a nightmare, guys. So, I don't know. I guess while I'm waiting for parts, I'll get the CCT adjustment video done. I can stick the airbox back on and warm it up to do an oil change. Now, I don't like pulling the tank, and you can see my little ghetto contraption I have going on. So anyway, yeah, I try not to pull the tank off if I can help it. It's just, when you look at it, it's a pain in the neck. Now, one thing I do have to do is actually pull this tank at some point, strip it, and paint it. I'm not looking forward to it, but I need to do it. Now, part of the reason I haven't been shooting is, well, this is the status of my bike right now. I can't shoot anything because my bike's in bits. So I'd rather do moto vlogs than regular vlogs, but life's life. So that's pretty much what's going on, at least with the bike. Now I do have, I said it on Facebook, I have a special video I'm going to do, and I'm gonna get that done very early this week. So I'm gonna try to do a giveaway, and the only reason I'm not doing that right now is I have to work out how I'm going to determine who gets it. Yeah, there's little things in it, but that's the bike. Maro, I don't know. We still haven't got there yet. That's where my speedo healer is. If I open the trunk, I can kind of get to it. It is velcroed in, so I can, well, you can see how hot it is. It is so hot the glue doesn't want to stick right now to the velcro. I mean, that's where it is. I usually, if I want to adjust it, I just pull the seat off and do it. Well, there you go. There's where that is. My one weight loss thing I could still do is a lithium battery. I think I mentioned that already, but this is still just a gel battery, and it's been in there, I don't know, 3 years? 3.5 years that I've had that in there. I've let this bike sit for 2 and 3 weeks at a time, go and it fires right up. But it's a Honda, so what do you expect? Guess the other reason I haven't been shooting is it's wicked hot. I don't have my shed or my garage like I used to. I miss having a garage so bad. So working on the bike involves coming out to this little tin can of a shed that I have, and it gets hot fast. I mean, that's it for now. I just wanted to give you guys an update. CCT video should be coming this week. Quick oil change on a 954 and the one trick that you need to know also going to be in there. So stay tuned for that, guys. Y'all be safe, and hopefully I'll see you very shortly in the CCT adjustment video.